Hi traders, so now we're going to be looking at NZDUSD. So I'm going to start by looking at it from a weekly time frame so that I can work out some key zones. So I have this one right here, the wick. So usually I like to mark out 70 weeks. So look at this area right here, 70 weeks, and of course this one would be more of a line, like okay. And on the lower end, I would ideally mark out this zone. And okay, we can see NZD has been so bullish, like just only a little bit of correction here, and been so bullish, and it was in this zone. So we're gonna have a closer look at what NZD USD has been doing. So just very briefly, I can draw. See a lot of rejections. If price were to come down, all right. So this is one zone. So let's make lows. You can see whenever it goes to make a higher low, it comes to these kind of areas, and this was a tough bunch actually. Wow, look at this, wicks, and then it finally broke out and onto this area right when last time. So this would ideally qualify as a double top for me, and I would want to be okay. Let me just see how. Yeah, see, so I went and rejected it, and ideally I'd be looking for the price to continue going downwards. I want to take a sell. So okay, so basically I'm gonna mark this area out as like in a different color. My entry zone. Okay. Because it really depends on how the market is open on Monday, and there's a lot of times where unless I feel like the market really substantial move on Monday, unless it does, I don't really trade on Mondays. But let's say it gives me a really good confirmation because this is on a 4 hour. Let's say we go down to a 1 hour. That it's gonna be bearish, then I'm definitely gonna go for the sell. So let's just ideally that it maybe revisits this area. This is definitely going to be my TP1. And move this down to around 25 pips. Just to secure a good R. And the second trade would go all the way down here. Alright. So this is going to be my bearish setups for NZDUSD, given that the markets are going to give me an indication that this double top is coming into play. And oh yeah, to note that when after my district closes and district is running, I will watch for how the markets are, perhaps even DXY, how it's trading, because I can even expect that if price might go all the way down here, that's an additional of around 60 pips. So that really depends on how the market's going to move. This week, it is the last week of February. Okay, the other way this can go is that price continues, it just pushes out, and closes above this level. So I'm seeing closes above, maybe retest, and then I'm going to look to trade it up here. This maybe perhaps in the middle of the zone, somewhere will be my TP1. Stop maybe around 10 pips. Alright, the stop I'm still going to see how the markets move, and then the second one all the way up here. Okay, the reason why I'm saying that I'm not too certain about how I'm going to play the stop is because I don't know if the markets are going to go down first before breaking this zone, if they do break the zone, and if the markets if NZDUSD trades downwards first before going up. If there is any sort of resistance here, then I'll probably place my stop accordingly for that. But for now, maybe around just around 10 to 15 pips, I would say. And for my TP, this ideally, when I mark out a zone, like middle of the zone, is good for me, because then when I backtrack, I can see that, okay, wicks, Yeah, so around middle of the zone is usually where I like to keep it. So bring it down to 1 hour. And then obviously for the second TP, it is at the next resistance area or wicks area, which I had marked out earlier on a weekly, which has a much bigger TP, 135 pips. So let's see how the markets act. Don't forget to look for confirmations before you enter your trades. Thank you.